Can you beat Pokemon Violet using only Lechonk, without using items in battle, and no prior game knowledge? After a very long intro, we are faced with our first challenge. We have to choose a Pokemon, but Lechonk's not an option. Well, that sucks. But what if we didn't use our starter? After I chose the duck, the game forces you into a battle with your rival Nemona. I figured if I only growled and didn't do any damage, the challenge would still be valid as only using Lechonk. Turns out, you can progress through the story while still losing this battle. But let me tell ya, that's not so easily done. After she had me in the red, she would only spam Leer until she was out of PP. This battle took over 10 minutes till I was finally put out of my misery. You're then put into a catching tutorial where the game literally has you catch a Lechonk. It couldn't get any easier. We catch the star of the show and name him McRib. As soon as Lechonk takes its first life, we hear a loud noise. We rescue a damaged Miraidon, but don't worry, we're not going to use this thing. It's just kind of our motorcycle, you know? As we head to our first day of school, Nemona wants to battle again. But now she's got more Pokemon, and now she can terrestrialize. I lose, but once again, her battles just don't matter. She tells us of Delibird Gifts that just has all of the best held items you could think of. We buy a power lens so we can start raising Lechonk's special attack. We come across this kid who's being bullied by just the lamest team in the history of Pokemon, Team Star. The thought of battling my Lechonk gives this lady a seizure, Nemona gives us a Terra Orb, and we take on Team Star with our new Swarovski Piggy. We easily beat Team Star with a couple uses of Echoed Voice. We get a map of the gym leaders so we can finally work towards our goal of beating Victory Road with just Lechonk. We head to the grass gym, and you know how they got these little mini games we have to do now. So I've tried to find all the Sunflora. Too bad I couldn't find their missing frames. But you don't care about that. How does Lechonk do on the gym? Brassius sends out Petalil. I immediately terrestrialize McRib and try to set up Echoed Voice. The enemy Petalil uses Sleep Powder, and it hits. After a couple turns, we wake up and sweep the rest of his Pokemon, and like that, we've obtained our first badge, TM for Trailblaze, and this sick selfie. On our way to the bug gym, we stop by Delibird Gifts to pick up a power bracer so we can start boosting our Lechonk's attack. So this is my first time playing this game, and I'm going in completely blind. I don't know what Pokemon gyms will have. I don't even know what moves Lechonk will learn. So I need to have both attack and special attack as high as possible just in case. We arrive at Cortondo, ready to battle the bug-type gym. But first we have to roll a giant olive into a goal before we can take on the gym leader. Yeah, it's as stupid as it sounds. Terrestrializing gives us a ×2 boost of our stab normal type moves. So when you combine that with Echo Voice's power increasing by 40 each turn, it equals a lot of damage. With this strat, we take out her Nimble, Tarantula, and Teddy Ursa to get our second badge. One of our teachers are waiting for us when we're done. He reveals that he is one of the Elite Four, then just walks away like he's out of toilet paper. Little did I know, this was a sign of the bull to come. I spend a solid 2 hours looking for the psychic gym before giving up and heading to the water gym. The gym leader takes one look at our Lechonk and runs out, dropping his wallet. Being the good Samaritans we are, Lechonk and I make the journey across the desert to return his wallet. And after all that, his assistant has the audacity to tell us to shut up! Lechonk makes quick work of that little in his Floatzel. Kofu thanks us for returning his wallet, fires his assistant, and gives us the badge for our troubles? Of course, it's not that easy. Kofu starts the battle with Veluza. I try using Yawn, but before it goes to sleep, Lechonk is already dead. On attempt 2, I use Yawn again, and I'm quickly reminded of Einstein's definition of insanity. Attempt 3, I use Trailblaze to gain some speed. Then Terrestrialize Uproar, and it still doesn't kill. Attempt after attempt, Lechonk would fall, occasionally getting past Veluza and Wugtrio, until his final Pokemon, Crabominal. One Rock Smash would destroy me. At this point, I started to wonder, is this challenge even possible? Maybe Lechonk isn't the greatest Pokemon of this generation. I went off to do some soul searching. Came across this hideous Pokemon, accidentally triggered a Sky Titan battle that Lechonk was way over-leveled for, and finally found the path to the Psychic Gym. I knew we could beat Kofu. It wasn't a matter of if, but when. After hours, I found Lechonk was at level 42. I gave him a Miracle Seed, and I was ready for attempt 12? Is that what we're on? I don't know. I took his Veluza out with a couple Trailblazes, boosting Lechonk's speed. Lechonk knocks out Wugtrio with a single Uproar, and it's time for Crabominal. We're locked into Uproar. Can it kill? Does 2/3 the HP. We just have to survive one hit. And we survived with 3 HP, baby! One last uproar, and we finally earned our 3rd badge. So I head straight to the normal gym. It's a normal type gym. How hard can it be? Extremely. Larry? Like what? This guy's just a normal guy. I guess it fits. Larry has a Kamola, Dunsparce, and Staraptor. And this damn Staraptor one-shots me every time. If I'm going to beat it, I need a new strat. I went off into the world and found the best item for this challenge, an Eviolite. With the added defense, I could set up a couple workups, raising Lechonk's special attack. When the Kamola put me to sleep, I used Sleep Talk, which randomly selected Trailblaze, boosting McRib's speed. Kamola misses its next 2 slams. I start thinking, could this be the one? I tape the Kamola out with Trailblaze. Larry sends out Dunsparce, but with all of our stat boosts, Lechonk easily one-shots it. Staraptor comes out, and Uproar manages to take out that oversized ring pop. We hike up the Misty Mountains till we get to the Ghost Gym, where we meet our biggest challenge of the whole game. Apparently this gym is a double battle gym, and they won't let you battle unless you have at least 2 Pokemon. Well, there's a reason I titled this video, Can You Beat Pokemon Violet with Only Lechonk? Not a single Lechonk, because you need 2. So I head back to the beginning of the game and catch a level 2 Lechonk. I figured if I didn't do any damage with it and let it die right away, it wouldn't feel like cheating. Now that that problem's out of the way, I just have to beat a double battle against the ghost-type gym leader with my unevolved, normal-type pig. I couldn't even touch a Pokemon with most of Lechonk's moves. Uproar? Not effective. Echoed Voice? Not effective. That's when I learned Lechonk could learn Thief. She sends out Mimikyu and Banette. McRib sets up with Workup, and our obligation uses Tail Whip. The Mimikyu slashes McRib, and thank Arceus because Banette used Sucker Punch, and that just repeats itself. Eventually, Mimikyu slashes up Dead Meat, which is alright, we didn't want him anyway. McRib uses Thief to break Mimikyu's disguise, and another Thief to finish him off. She then sends out Houndstone. We take out her Houndstone, and the crowd goes wild. We both terrestrialize. Toxtricity keeps using Discharge, so we use Rest, and let her take out her own Banette. One last Thief finishes her off. We fly to the Psychic Gym, and immediately lose. I thought we'd walk through her with Thief, but I mean, we can't even take enough hits to set up Workup.
Back to the old drawing board.
We pick up a Choice Scarf from Delibird Gifts, relearn Echoed Voice, and repeat the strat from earlier. It didn't matter if we were locked into one move if it just kept getting stronger, and easily beat Tulip to get our Psychic badge. We meet the VTuber Iona, and I feel really stupid. We are way too over-leveled for this gym. It took me this long to realize that the levels didn't scale with each badge. And when we beat her, she tells everybody to like and subscribe. We continue to use the Choice Scarf Echoed Voice strat to sweep the Ice Gym. We were unstoppable. There was only one thing standing in our way of becoming champion, the Elite Four. As we take on the first member of the Elite Four, it was quickly made clear that level 74 Lechonk was not going to be good enough. It was time to make the grind to level 100. I found this area that was just loaded with Chansey to milk from that sweet, sweet EXP. When it happened. Dude, no way. You gotta be kidding me. A shiny Icecube floating in the water. Oh, I gotta kill it, don't I? I knew what I had to do. This was a Lechonk only run after all.
I'm sorry, little one.
After a couple hours of crying, Lechonk was level 100. It was time to end this. We go in with Eviolite and teach Lechonk Bullet Seed. We start the first battle by terrestrializing and using Echoed Voice. We had to change to Eviolite because their Donphan had Sturdy and it would one-shot us if we didn't have the extra defense. Echoed Voice destroys her whole team until Clodsire breaks her streak with Protect. That's what Bullet Seed's for. The rest of the Elite Four were a literal baby, that guy Larry, and Professor Poopy Pants here. And Lechonk swept them all. Like that, the Elite Four are done. But wait, we're not the champion yet. There's one more battle. We step out to the rooftop to see the chairwoman of the Pokemon League, the greatest trainer of all time. Lechonk beats her. And like that, we are a Pokemon champion. Wait, did you say a champion? That's right, we have one more battle against our rival champion, Nemona. I remember that she had Skeldurge. You know, being a ghost type, this has to be one of the hardest battles yet. Seeing as how I couldn't use my Echoed Voice strat, I thought. I tried different moves, I tried boosting my stats, I tried different items, I tried all the strats, but nothing seemed to work. Hours passed, and I finally thought, is this it? Have I come this far to lose the last battle? This challenge would have been so easy if I just picked any other starter to ditch at the beginning. I wanted to try one last time with Echoed Voice just to show you guys how far you could actually get with Lechonk. When it happened, I forgot that Skeldurge lost his ghost type while terrestrializing. To answer the question, yes, you can beat Pokemon Violet with just Lechonk. All you need is an Eviolite, Choice Scarf, and the move Echoed Voice. This challenge took about 36 hours to complete. I've got plenty more Pokemon challenges coming up, so if you guys like this video, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss the next one. Thank you, and I'll see you guys next time.